Oh, is it my turn to talk? Okay. I've enjoyed everybody's share so far. Really great. And thanks for the theme today of, anyway, I'm Daphne. And I'm a recovering extrovert. And I felt like at the beginning of lockdown, it's a real mental game, right? I mean, it is. And it's one day at a time. I definitely had things that I would make sure I was up at a certain time and maybe do a certain exercise video and then have a to-do list for, work-related things. In addition to all the stuff I do for my kids, but getting a cattle prod for them to do their online school stuff. But, it's all, they're not working anymore. Not the cattle prod, just the coping mechanisms, and I want to talk to people. I want to touch people. I want to be touched. And the fact that I'm, no longer in a functional marriage is an extra, mind fuck, because I can't, it's not even like, oh, I'm relying on the old ball and chain who drives me nuts or whatever. It's like, chain's gone. And it's not really the best time to get to know new people, So, and part of my work, which would be either performing, can't do that, or in the sales position I do, interacting with people. And I mean, the closest thing I can think of is one New Year's Eve where I was in Palm Springs, and I ended up flirting with like a 78-year-old guy because he was the only straight man in the room. I was just like so desperate for any attention. And yes, I recognize those are my issues, right? And that I probably should be fine being in lockdown and isolation, and that it would be destructive potentially if I suddenly went out into the world, because if I expose myself to a virus, yes, that's one thing, but what about my elderly mother or my young children who really, I'm the primary caregiver. So, so what are we at? I don't even know what day are we at. It was March 15th, so it's been more than 3 months now. And I guess the thing is, people who need people are the luckiest people in the world. Unless there's a pandemic. And, in fact, I'm not even talking to anybody right now. It's part of my thing. I just pretend. I do stand-up routines. I have hot dates. I have all kinds of things going on in my head. And that's just while I'm making my kids potatoes in the morning. Well, I think my time's up, and I'm going to pass the talking stick to somebody else.